But Gavin, I have shared things with you as well. Like recently, I started doing something that I'm quite horrified and proud of at the same time. In that I've been, I've been losing my mind in quarantine.
Sure.
As we all have. And so I'm left alone for the most of the day with just me and my recording equipment and a couple of lazy dogs. So I've been recording my farts. And
so I got a text the other day. It didn't have any sort of body to the text. It just said the file name from a voice memo.
What was the file name?
New recording 20. which I hope 1 through 19 are actual serious voice memos and not just farts, but sure.
They're not.
And so I got it. I played it. Shall I play it now?
If you want to, sure.
So I just replied, "This is the beginning of something terrible."
Yeah, it is. So I don't know, man. I was just bored. So I've been voice note recording on my iPhone all of my farts, and what I've learned is that that farts are like fingerprints and snowflakes. They're unique and individual, and no two farts are the same, at least audibly. So I've become kind of fascinated with like the variance in my farts, and so I started to think like, well, this is sort of this fart kind of reminds me of Gavin. So what I've been doing is sending farts to the people in my life, unannounced and unrequested, and then just seeing what happens.
It would be interesting on a larger sample. Once you've done this several times, and I have like 50 farts sent to me, and other people also have 50, it'd be fun to compare the different types, and then eventually see if you can filter them into the different buckets without you being there.
I'll say, man, this has been I think that's a fantastic idea, and this has been really illuminating for a couple reasons. One, I'm learning a lot about my own body. It's never too late. It's never too late, boys and girls, to learn about yourself. But also, it's amazing how upset people get when they receive a fart. My mother was not jazzed. She was the first person I sent a fart to.
I feel like a lot of your just living and existing is to annoy your mother in ways that are so targeted towards her. Like, yes. I feel like you made your old AIM names kind of just for her.
Yes. Magic ear, super hearing device, or fraud? Find out today on Does It Do?
Has anyone got a fart ready to go? Preloaded? No?
I'll load one of my farts.
What do you mean you're gonna... Oh, you're gonna...
Because, I record my farts.
Yeah.
That was me peeing.
Why?
I don't remember. Boy, what is going on?
What are these fart wastes?
There was one. Hold on. Ah! I hit record.
Why would you do that? Oh! My frickin' ears! That was 15! That was 15 yelling in my ear from 1 foot away. You're a lunatic! I just saw and heard my own head. Oh, shit. Oh, my God.
It's more pee.
Stop recording yourself pissing.
I don't know why.
There's more piss. Are we learning something here? Is he the new piss boy? Oh, 2020, this is a COVID fart.
So it was a good New York trip overall. You guys had fun.
Well, I learned something about Geoff.
Oh, no.
Geoff is secretly piss king. Like, forget about piss boy. Geoff is a huge piss guy. He was trying to play one of his farts from his voice memos. But accidentally kept playing files of just piss. Just like sounds of piss splashing into the toilet. He's like, oh, sorry, that's me pissing. And then he would flip to the next one and be like, oh, that's another piss one. Hold on.
No.
He's recording himself piss.
No. Here's what I can. Here's what's going on there. I tried to get back into recording my farts a little while ago.
Yeah.
And so I've been doing a lot. You do a lot of farting on the toilet. And so anytime I would think I would have a fart,
I would try to record it, and a lot of times they're just false. They're just like false flags. They're just false recordings. And so I would think, you were just looking at a lot of like failed attempts at catching a fart. It wasn't like I was recording myself pissing. I was pissing and trying to fart, and then the fart didn't happen, and just like killed the recording.
You
You're
still
saying
have
that
like
it's-
10 files of just piss.
Yeah.
Oh, it's not like I recorded myself pissing. Oh, sorry about these 10 piss files I have.
And
Oh,
those
okay.
were just failed farts where I was trying to catch myself farting at the toilet and I missed.
So if you were going to release a B-side album that was just called False Flags, it would just be pissing. 10
I wouldn't-
tracks of piss.
I wouldn't release a B-side. I'd release a P-side.
Oh!
I don't even remember why I was trying to play a fart for you.
Was it? I don't know what you were doing. You were playing something.
No, it was a fart. I was trying to
Yeah.
catch a fart. And ended up I just recorded a new fart and sent it to you.
I went. Meg was really learning a lot about Geoff on this trip because he ripped the biggest fart in the airport lounge into his phone and then sent it to me. and then I played it on my phone, and Meg was like, "Why are you playing it? You just heard it in real life." then we got in the lift to get out of the lounge and go back downstairs to the plane, and Geoff accidentally hit like the fire alarm bell or something in the lift.
What?
He hit the emergency button, and it just went. And it started calling a number, and he was just freaking out, like hitting all the buttons. And I was like, "Oh my god, are we gonna have to stay in here? Because they can now, I assume there's like now an open mic into the lift, and we're gonna have to talk to them." And instead of like trying to stop it or like turn it off, Geoff just ripped the biggest fart straight into the mic on the lift. He went proper animal mode, just turned into a complete farting freak. And then we walked out. Like, obviously, that's now someone else's problem. There's a family of like 5 people who had to get into a farty lift with the freaking fire department about to say hello to them.
Everything happened way too fast and I panicked. It was a panic fart. So let me ask you a question. Does Meg hate me now?
What did she say? I think she was just saying about how ridiculous it was.
Oh, yeah, well,
Yeah.
it's been a ridiculous life. What can I say? Well, while he's trying to figure out how to send that, I had an idea for a book I wanted to talk to you guys the other day. I not the idea I just had right now, but a previous idea that I had. I don't know if you guys have been paying attention, and by you guys I mean Face Crew, but I'm back on that fart game. I've been recording I've been recording a lot of farts lately. Been sending you guys a lot of farts.
Can I play the one I got last night?
Yeah, sure. Not my best work. It's pretty good. The other one I had the other day was a lot wetter.
I played it in bed, and Meg was next to me, and she was just like, and then she was like, "That wasn't his best."
No, I got to work on it. I didn't have any farts in me this morning. I tried. But anyway, I've been sending you guys farts, and I've been kind of just really enjoying the whole recording fart process again and the whole thing. And I got to thinking, wouldn't it be cool to release an audiobook called 1001 Farts? And it's just 1001 of my farts.
It's gonna be people listening to the first 45 seconds, going, "Okay," and then turning it off. No one's gonna listen to 1,000 farts.
Sure they will.
Who's gonna leave that on?
I will. It won't be. It'd be like it's like maybe how long does it take you to do 1,000? It's a short book, and it's just a fart a page. And it would be funny if I also sold an Amazon Unlimited version that's not audio, and then I just write out what each fart sounds like.
Do you think we
on
can
each
then
page.
take your written farts and get Stephen Fry to narrate it?
Yes. So we'll have so what we would have to have is we'd have to have the written book adaptation of the audio book, then translated into audio.
I really like the idea of it being a physical book where you read it and it's just the text of the
Brap.
noises.
Hey, I want to give you guys opinion on something. This is one of my. It's a minor lab thing. But y'all know how I'm recording all of my farts so that I can release my audiobook 1001 Farts.
Yeah.
Which I'm making great progress with, by the way. I woke up the other night at like 3:30 in the morning and just had let's just say I had a burst of creativity. Got like 7 or 8 good ones out. But while I was recording my farts, or while I've been recording my farts, I've been thinking of other things to record.
Well, you're already in the middle of recording 1,001 gallons of piss. You're just doing that simultaneously.
Well, yeah, that's what I was going to say is, should I be recording all of my pees?
No.
No, hold on. Hold on. Let's see where I'm going. What if, Andrew, you recorded yourself peeing? What would it sound like? It would sound like you peeing, right? Or it would sound like the beginning of Goonies when they're trying to figure out how to get down to the basement. It would just sound like a person pissing. But what if you layered 100 of your pees on top of each other? Would it sound like Niagara Falls? Would it sound like the piss version of a roaring waterfall? And if so, would that be the first ever piss waterfall in existence? Wouldn't we be breaking new ground? New sonic ground?
Do you think if you record 1,000 people whispering, it sounds like people yelling?
No, I think it sounds like 1,000 people whispering.
Yeah.
It'd be pretty loud, though. I think, I don't know, Gav. I don't know what happens when I record myself peeing 100 times and lay it all on top of each other. But it might sound really fucking cool, so I think we should find out. So I haven't started yet, but as of today, I'm going to start recording all of my pees.
If I found out that the waterfall sound that I fall asleep to is just a dude's pee 100 times over, I would be so mad. I would be outraged.
I can't wait, Geoff, for you to have that finished file, because we could just overlay it on footage of Niagara Falls and see how out of place it sounds.
We have to upload it as an ASMR video.
I was about to say,
waterfall.
What if we did the most amazing, like, gentle, get your, like, fall asleep, like, to, like, natural earth sounds, but it's all pee and poo-poo stuff. And people just don't know it.
You know what? This is a perfect audio game for the listeners, too, because we can maybe, like, record some actual water sounds and then put yours in and see if anyone can tell the difference.
What, like a guess the piss sort of thing?
Yeah, well, like, if Geoff does his waterfall piss thing, if we get some audio of real waterfalls and then be like, which of these 3 are Geoff's piss, to see if anyone can figure it out.
I think everyone will figure it out.
I don't think so.
I don't know. That's like, I want to do that. I want to do a game called Who Farted, where we all record a fart just for it, and then we mix it up, and we put it in jumbled order, and then everybody has to take the test to see if they can correctly identify all the farts, including their own.
I'm going to have to get my CPAP out again.
Hey, I wanted to do something a little special because this is an inaugural episode, so I've been working on something in the background, something I kind of teased in the past. I proposed as an idea. I won't say how long ago, but, you know, somewhere in the last 206, 205 episodes. And I would like, I think I should just give it to you guys and let you all, like, sync up and play it yourselves. But I prepared a little file that I think I think you guys might be interested in.
You got a clip?
I got a clip. Yeah, it's an audio file.
I'm waiting for a dong file.
It's not a dong file. Let me find it. Yeah.
Okay. Happy Sunshine Day. .wav.
This is a 20 megabyte file that is less than a minute.
55 seconds long.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna hit play in 3, 2, 1.
Oh, come on, dude.
No.
Come on. Oh, it's so loud, too. Oh,
You know why it's loud? Because it sounds like a waterfall. It works.
Hang on. It sounds like a water feature.
Eric yells at me for saying shit at the first 30 seconds of the show, and Geoff is just sharing 55 seconds of piss.
Yeah, but
file,
algorithmically, that's not going to get picked
I
up
don't
on, you know what I mean?
care.
You don't think the AI is listening out for piss?
No. Oh, now we can hear the dribbles.
Oh, they go for so long. Please
Oh.
listen. I prepared this specially for you.
Geoff, I find this deeply disturbing in a way I did not anticipate.
Excellent.
I hate this.
I had to look at Gavin's vagina last week, all right? So anyway, for the audience, I had my supposition in the previous podcast was that if you recorded yourself peeing and then laid the urine tracks over each other enough, you could eventually make a sound that essentially sounds like Niagara Falls, right? Just like a raging waterfall. What you guys just listened to was just 11 peas.
Wow. Well, it sounded like a kind of a fancy water feature, like something like a fountain.
I really hated the starting and stopping.
Imagine 89 more peas laid on top of that. Imagine 100 urines all stacked together in audition and played at the same time. It would be insane. And that's where we're headed. That's my next goal. I'm going to get to 100.
How long do you think it would take you to get to 100?
Dude, I've been recording them since I proposed that to you guys that day. And you'd be amazed at how many recordings just don't work out. That's the 11 that were good enough.
Those are the good takes. How do you mess
takes.
up a piss?
You have your fucking thumb over the mic so it doesn't sound good, or too far away from the toilet, or you're pissing in a public urinal and it's like you're trying to do it on the down low. Record it.
Wait,
those are all in my house. Every one of those is in my house. Every one of those was in my house.
What?
And then I'll be honest, a lot of times I don't remember to record.
Thumb over the mic like a grandma on FaceTime.
Why are you trying to record it in public?
Well, I'm not always. Because you don't want to let a good piss go to waste, man.
You imagine going into a bathroom and seeing a guy standing at a urinal with headphones on and a fucking boom mic, like just trying to get it all sorted?
Well, if he's got the boom, he's not got any hands on his cock.
No, God.
He's going to be free swinging.
Of all the things I think we've done on the show, Geoff, this is the thing that has made me the most nauseous, I think.
Oh.
You actually feel sick?
Yeah, I don't know. Something about that I do
just
not like.
Just the sound of rushing water, man.
I'm immediately
I know.
trying to think of a design of something like where you could hold a boom mic, and from the end of the boom mic would be like a hammock of fabric that you could rest your penis in and potentially steer the penis and the boom mic together.
If you could design that in such a way so that you can flip it around to the back to catch farts, I'll pay you $500 for that.
Well, I don't think flipping it, quickly whipping the boom around to the back would yank your penis pretty severely, I think.
Like you gotta figure out something in the design though, because like the hardest thing in the world, like I wish I could have my butt. I wish to God I could have my butt mic'd constantly. I miss so many farts, or the act of like trying to get a phone to your butt to record the fart ruins the fart. Like I've eaten a lot of farts just in like the process of trying to record them. It really sucks.
Well, maybe a double-ended boom mic then.
Eating a lot of farts.
That's an interesting idea. Double-ended boom mic. Like a boom halo that sits kind of around your midsection with microphones pointed at your dick and your ass.
I feel like stereo for a giant.
Yeah, kind of. Anyway, I'll be back when I get another 89 solid pisses recorded, and then we'll see if it really does sound like Niagara Falls. But I'm pretty impressed with what only 11 P's sounds like.
I'm surprised. Yeah, that's pretty effective.
Yeah, it was. It was overpowering. I think I'm more of a fart recording guy. If I had to pick between one or the two, if I had to support one of your endeavors, I'm more fart.
Yeah.
Now here's
I enjoy the farts more.
Here's the beauty of that, Andrew. You don't have to pick. I'm gonna do both regardless.
That's fair.
So you get the benefit of both either way.
It'd be really funny if we eventually do another vinyl way down the road. If there is like a track of just a looping fart of your, like the whole rotation of the disc is just different farts, and it just plays in a nonstop loop. If you put it in that grid,
if you want, because the goal with the farts for me is to release an audiobook online called 1001 Farts, right? And it's just those farts. If we could then press those onto vinyl, I think that's a great accompany piece for the audiobook. And vinyl's highly collectible. I mean, as is evidenced by our previous podcast, I'm looking at a blue and a white version of the Fuckface episode 16 vinyl on my desk right now, and they're just gorgeous. I can't wait to get back to that.
Yeah, they're really nice.
Yeah, Nick, you wanna try gravy can?
Absolutely, let's do it.
You guys should see who can chug a can of gravy first.
Ooh.
Oh God.
Oh no, I hate that. I don't know what I hate more, that or your piss fountain, your piss waterfall thing.
Everybody loved the piss waterfall. There was zero issues with it. It was 100% positive. Most people were like, "Don't give us a warning next time. We want to be surprised by it." So that's what I'll do.
Oh, was there really backlash in the first episode?
Very minor.
Wow, that's funny.
Well, that's what the podcast is supposed to be. So